to cover what Mason Greenwood has done so far this season. He's been better than any of the Manchester United forward players. He's been better, way better than
All
Rashford.
of them.
Bro, combined, he's been better than all of them combined. He's scored more goals and he's been more
Facts.
impactful to Marseille than
Facts.
all of them combined. And you can say been 3 games, but Mason Greenwood.
Mhm.
Mason Greenwood has been one of the best players in Europe in these past 3 games. We all know a
Mhm.
season is more than 3 games. 38 games.
Facts. Mhm.
Only what 34 games in League on this season because they had to cut costs. But
Mhm.
we can talk about that another time. Mason Greenwood has played. Mason Greenwood has played 3 games so far this season for Marseille, and he scored 5 goals. He
Mhm.
scored 5 goals in 3 games. It's impressive. It's
It
impressive to
is
say the
impressive.
least. And what does it say about about his future and his career going forward?
I feel like whatever he did seems so unforgivable. You understand me? People are still holding on to whatever they saw, regardless of the fact that he's been acquitted or like whatever um, the judgment was. People are still going to hold on to whatever they saw. So he's already been judged in the court of what?
Public opinion.
Um, Public opinion, you know. So I feel like he will never get off of that thing. The reason people are not talking about it is because of that fact. You understand me? Mind you, his stint in Spain was a lousy one.
It was shaky,
He
yeah.
was giving people the business, but he still was facing the racial slurs. He still was facing whatever he was facing, and he didn't really get the kind of like the media limelight to showcase the fact that he was doing great. In Marseille, he can score 40 goals this season, and it takes sports shows like us to even bring his name to the limelight. All of the big guns feel like his name is kind of like toxic. And the moment you praise him or you talk about him in that light, it feels like you kind of supporting whatever he did. You understand me? But on the footballing side, he did good. You know, he's doing amazing. He's one of the best players so far this season. You know, the league, the French league, is actually a very strong league. You get me? We wouldn't compare it to most of these top leagues, but we make the mistake of going to watch the Danish league, the French league, the Swedish league, or whatever other league that entertain us. We make the mistake of going to watch those league and comparing it to the EPL or the Spanish league. What you should do is the same way when you watch the EPL, you know what you look for when you watch the EPL. And when you watch the Spanish league, you know what you look for. You don't even compare the EPL to the Spanish league because you get different feelings from both sides. That is how you should watch all of these smaller leagues. When I go watching the league, and I know what I'm looking for and what I enjoy. You get me? Take it like just different variety of foods. You know what? When you feel like eating this food, you don't compare it to the other meal that you eat. You just enjoy this food for whatever it is. You get me? And once you do that, you will begin to appreciate all of these leagues. There's a lot of young talents you can see when you watch the French league. Look, most of these young talents that you are looking at in the EPL that are doing amazing, ask yourself, which leagues did they come from? The Portuguese league, one of the leaders in producing talents. The Spanish league,
Say it again. The Portuguese
yeah,
league.
the Portuguese league. So far, the
Mainly
Portuguese league
Benfica.
hasn't disappointed.
No cap, mainly
Mainly
Benfica.
Benfica. They haven't disappointed. I'm feeling like if we are going to.
Um, at least myself, and at least on on the channel, I don't really want us to really focus on the transgressions of Mason Greenwood. Not to give him a
Mm-hmm,
pass, not to just give him a slap on the wrist,
mm-hmm,
but let's let the law and the judicial system do their job. If Mason,
mm-hmm,
if there definitely an investigation was definitely done onto Mason Greenwood and then what he did. And I'm not saying what he did was okay or possible, but there's a reason why he's not behind bars right now.
right.
There's a lot of evidence that we did not look at. There's a lot of things that we did not look at. So that is why I say us as the public we cannot pass judgment because there's a lot of things that we
Mm-hmm,
have not seen. So in that same note, just talking about from a football perspective, he's done an amazing job. And
Facts.
as Yusuf said, a lot of these football media companies or super companies out there, or super whatever you want to say, they are not really doing their
Hmm.
due diligence to cover what Mason Greenwood has done so far this season. He's been better than any of the Manchester United forward players. He's been better, way better than
All
Rashford.
of them.
Bro, combined, he's been better than all of them combined. He scored more goals and he's been more
Facts.
impactful to Marseille than
Impactful.
than
Facts.
all of them combined. And you can say, oh, it's only the French league. Okay, put Ahmad, put Garnacho on in Marseille, and we'll see what he's doing. The only
What they
thing
can do.
the only thing Mason Greenwood is doing right now is showing to all of us what we already knew. He's one of the best finishers there is in Europe. He's one of the best finishers there is in the world.
Hmm. Yeah. And not to cut you off, and we already knew that about him.
Yeah.
Mind you, him leaving Manchester United wasn't because Manchester United. Look, Manchester United tried everything in their power to actually keep him,
Yeah,
even
to
through all the
keep him,
scandals.
bro. But they couldn't at the end.
That shows the level of talent, because the British media won't allow them.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point. United did
Hmm.
even when he went to Spain, it was only on a loan. United
On
did
alone.
they did their best to protect him because we know how great of a talent he is, And
Hmm.
even now he has a buyback clause of like 30%, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys,
Hmm.
but he has an
Hmm.
insane buyback clause. I mean, not buyback clause, a
Facts.
sell-on fee. My bad. He has an insane
Hmm.
sell-on fee. So yeah, we'll see how that works out.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Mason Greenwood. Nice shot.
But yes, guys, just amazing. I'm just happy to see him be successful. Can can can
Facts.
can I not be happy to see someone be successful? Someone who went through such hardship, who at the end
Hmm.
did not end up going to prison. And this is the thing. There's a lot of things we did not see on that case.
Hmm.
So you can't go around passing judgment because there's a lot of things we did not see. So
Yeah.
again, if he was able if he was able to let if he was let out, and if he's had a
Hmm.
baby with said woman, we just need to let it go.
Hmm.
We are
Facts.
we have no right to be passing judgment on